You can look at the numbers and those are outcome. But look, Kandilan is a good story which flies with viewers. You only come to know on hindsight. Unfortunately, in content creation, you don't have a foresight. It only happens post facto, whether it booms or whether it gets picked up. So I don't think it's an investment issue. I think it's a challenge which we need to grapple together and solve for.
A little bit of a conundrum, right? The growth is coming of new subscribers fast and thick off the back of OTT platforms. And that's where a lot of content creation budgets are being monopolized and funneled into. However, the driver of EBITDA and value, especially for those companies that are listed here, is still the pay TV business that they operate in now, right? So they have to balance that. And you're not yet seeing the streaming businesses of most platforms independently being profitable, especially at scale and how much they're consuming. So, therefore, to your question on content, you can't sacrifice pay TV content at the altar of a non-profitable growth of streaming in the hope that it will one day turn positive. You also have to contend, especially for the listed companies, I'll again qualify that, with expectations of stakeholders, shareholders, the returns that they have to be looking at against guidance. And therefore, pay TV itself is a huge asset to any company that operates them. So there is no lock, stock and barrel shift of attention or capital allocation away from pay TV to the digital platforms for companies that have both.
Yeah, I mean, I think again the question that you're asking is very primarily layered. Because when you say investment, you talk of money, but there's also process and time, both. And I think that is where the paucity really lies today. Sure, there's money being moved into the content business. 40,000 crores, 85% on pay TV today. But is there a process and enough time being given to that content is a question. And secondly, I think, one should not say this, but it's a cliche, and there is a cyclical nature to the market. Like I said, I've seen 6 cycles myself. In 1990.